Hey, YouTube.
Good day, loves. Good day, Instagram. And we are almost like on Facebook.
Yep. And it usually starts a second and a half before it says it started on Facebook. There we go.
Good day, Facebook.
Hey.
Welcome back to episode 31 of the Holistic Freedom Secrets podcast.
Episode 31 falls on a B day.
Yes.
Those of you who are new here and those of you who may not know, our podcast is structured over or after our 5-prong healing system that consists of the concepts of be, cleanse, fuel, move, and shine, which also coincide with the 5 days of the week. Mondays are indeed B day. And today we're talking about how to be focused, how to be in your productivity bag, if you will.
And who are we?
We are, okay, I thought you were going to. So I'm Coach Soul, one of your hosts.
And I'm Coach Tensi. We are holistic health coaches. He specializes in mind mastery and meditation, and I specialize in nutrition, cleansing, fasting, movement. Mm-hmm.
And, like I said, our focus today is around some of the strategies from the book that Coach Tensi is reading right now, or listening to right now, called Getting Things Done by David Allen. Pretty popular book. Has a lot of strategies for basically getting things out of your head and into reality. So that's why today's episode is called From the Mind to Reality, Strategies from Getting Things Done. And what's important about this episode is not that, overnight you become the most productive person in the world, or that you have a goal to become just the most productive person in the world overnight. But instead, that you believe in yourself, right? That's what's important about this episode, that you start to develop some clarity about your real ability to actually go ahead and get things done, and give you some strategies on how to start, where to begin, how to start to reset, things of that nature.
Yeah. So why is this so important?
I just answered that. I just used the word important too.
Yeah. I wanted to share like a personal story.
Yeah.
So this is something that I have struggled with. I mean, I am a Gemini, y'all. So it's easy to get scattered within the mind. And focus has been something that, it has been a work in progress to get to a space where I am, productive and focused after a while of feeling a little discombobulated. If for those of you that have had babies postpartum, brain is a thing. It's a real thing. Like the brain rewires itself, and some connections that we had in our minds are kind of unconnected. So just finding my way to focus is something that drove me to this book. And in it is just like so much practical and actionable information to actually take everything that is causing overwhelm, that is causing the feeling of confusion of, oh my gosh, what should I be doing? I have so much to do, to kind of be not a major narrative in your life anymore. And so that's what I was seeking when I was exploring this content. And I feel like it's definitely just from applying a few of the things, not even the whole shebang from the book. It is helping me significantly process things in my daily life.
Mm-hmm. And two of the the concepts, if you will, he talks about in the book are capturing and clarifying. Capturing pretty much everything that has your attention or that pulls your mind in a certain direction, especially in the context of things that you want to do, get done, or explore, or try out, if you will. Capturing them via notes that you can take. You get a notebook specifically for these types of ideas or these types of moments when something really has your attention and you can't really dive into it this week or this month. Um, Take some notes about it so that it's out of your head and into reality. Voice memos are really good. My
I'm just gonna bounce a little bit.
For sure. My grandfather, he takes a lot of voice memos. Whenever something really has his attention, he takes it out of his mind and puts it into reality by taking his voice recorder or his phone and making a quick note of the thing. And it could be something about groceries. It could be anything. But a lot of times it's about something that has to do with work. And he'll just take a quick voice note, and then it, it's there. It's out of. It doesn't hold his attention so strongly anymore, and he's able to focus on other things that are more pertinent to the moment or more appropriate for the moment. There's other digital tools, and also just talking sometimes with somebody who's around you a lot. So, a family member, spouse, significant other, something where you're able to talk about the thing and then get it out of your mind and into reality in some way, shape, or form. So that's capturing, and then there's clarifying, right? Capturing and clarifying.
Yeah, and clarifying in the book is also referred to as it's processing in the book. So with this particular one, the first big question is, okay, is this actionable? Is this something that I can take action on, that requires action from me in the near future or not? And if it's something that's not actionable or doesn't require action from you or from someone else in the near future, then it can go on a someday maybe list or
Right.
or it can also just be filed as reference material or tossed in the trash if it has,
and we all have a someday maybe list, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's like the things that you would like to do one of these days, maybe, but it's not really something that you have the capacity to do right now, and it's really also not something that is necessary to do right now. But maybe you might incorporate it one day, like learning Spanish or
Right.
something like traveling to a new country. Yeah.
So it's all about processing what you've captured to determine the next actionable steps that you're actually going to take, not only in regard to that, but now that that one thing is out of your mind and into reality, the next actionable steps that you're going to take now in regard to what your real goals are and what is appropriate again for the moment.
Yeah.
Another two really, really important topics explored in the book, or let's say
parts of the process.
the
next steps.
Parts of the process are organizing and reflecting.
Or organizing and reviewing, as it says in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. So now, I mean, you already figured out like if something is something that you can act on or not, and what category it would kind of go in, whether it's something maybe, or it's trash, or it's reference material for inactionable stuff, or for the stuff that you can act on right now. If you can act on it within 2 minutes, then you just do it right then. Or you can add it to like a project list. You can delegate it or you can defer it. So these are some of the tools for clarifying. And when we get into organizing, that's when we actually take the extra moment to put on the calendar, or we create like we put it on our list of next actions to do or our next natural steps, as I talked about in the coaching program, or we put it on some sort of list or thing of stuff that we're waiting on someone else in order to do, like a waiting for list. Yeah, you can utilize different project management apps if you fancy, but and this is something that you got to keep sustainable.
Right.
So you just utilize what makes sense for your lifestyle. If you're on the go a lot, then utilize your phone.
Mhm.
Utilize like a little list keeping. Oop, think he's sleepy.
Yeah. Your
Little
phone,
list
voice,
keeping thing.
like she said, voice memos. Find ways to organize the things that are pertinent for this moment and for the next few days, and organize them with the tools that make the most sense for your lifestyle. And then there's reviewing or reflecting, where you take regular reviews or you take regular time, you know, on a regular schedule to review and update or even refine your system.
At least weekly.
And you do so at least weekly. Yep, weekly, monthly. Um, so clearing inboxes, updating your lists, resetting your priorities in order, right? Ordering your priorities again, whether it's in like a notebook, it could be on some sort of software like a mind map software, uh, where you're keeping track and you're also maintaining the organization of your tasks and your goals and why your tasks are in the order that they are in.
Yeah, and for this particular system, you just keep it super simple, right? And I'm doing the mommy bounce, right? So you just keep it super simple to where it's organized by context.
Mhm.
So instead of just saying this is all the stuff for this particular project and like I need to finish my website, finish my membership area of my website. That could be an example. Instead of keeping it at that and putting all your action lists under that, you could instead, and this would make it more sustainable, have it a list by category, like a subcategory, like this is stuff that I can do at the computer. So it could be your at computer category. This is the stuff that I have to do on an errand, or this is the stuff that I have to do on the phone, like a call or send a text or save a phone number or something like that, or someone's business card contact information. This is something that I have to do at home. So it could be like I have to fix we have to fix the drawer, or we have to
Right.
clean out the
Pantry.
yeah, whatever it is. That's how to kind of split it up, so that instead of keeping it super complicated, like trying to split up personal versus professional and have all of these various folders and ordering it yourself, just it becomes more intuitive. You can just review the entire list and review the entire piece of material, and then from there make an intuitive decision of, hey, I have this amount of energy, so that you can engage, you can begin to take action, you can begin to actually do what needs to be done based off of how much time you have, how much energy you have to get the thing done, and the context of where you're at, and the priority is how important it is in your life to get this done right now or not.
Right. And just as a side note, also, this will help develop in you the foresight for how much time different projects and different aspects of projects are actually going to take. Because a lot of people, Coach Tensi being one of them, do not really know how much time should be dedicated to such and such and so and so. And I'm just poking fun at her right now because
It is a
there's some
struggle.
recent examples, but
It's a struggle.
so just sometimes we either overestimate or underestimate how much time something's going to take. And so doing this and maintaining a practice like this, where you're capturing everything that has your attention, you're organizing and reflecting, meaning revising, refining what things you're actually going to do and in what order. Again, it could be where everything is separated and you have a super organized mind already, or it can just be just by the day, or just by the next 5 hours and just by the next 5 hours or whatever. But once it's all organized, before you're taking action, you're dedicating a certain amount of time to each thing on paper, right? Dedicating just means predicting
Yeah.
on paper how much time something is going to take you.
Well, and at this moment, you can also try. Well, when you apply this, right? These little nuggets, these little bits, it becomes easier to actually you get more done because you can acknowledge, okay, this is a 2-minute task. I'm going to get this done immediately. And you can find those little pockets when you're waiting in line for something. You can do something from your phone, or when you are out to get groceries, you can check out your errands list and maybe also stop by Walmart to get more supplies that you needed, or the bank or whatever. So really utilizing the little pockets of time is going to be helpful too.
Yeah.
I never knew you could do it, but you can.
And then, of course, lastly, you want to go ahead and take action. You want to engage in your plans. You want to engage in the lists. And that's pretty self-explanatory, right? You have your context, which is your list of things, the order, and how much time is going to be dedicated to them. And you go ahead and work your plan. According to the time availability, the sudden changes that come up throughout every day or most days,
Yes.
and all of the things, how life does its thing. So hopefully these strategies and this short review of getting things done was useful for you and is useful for you.
Yes. Let us know in the comments, what is a tip that resonates with you? What are you already doing to stay organized and prioritize and stay productive in your life? And this is dealing with all areas of life, right? And also feel free to put down any challenges that you're experiencing. So maybe we can start a conversation with each other and keep it rolling and troubleshoot a little bit, because we're all on this journey together.
Yeah, and while you're commenting, also go ahead and like the video, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook and Instagram, share this out, and hit the notifications so that you know next time we are going live or have gone live. For those of you that may be tuning in after we're live, because we go live at 6:30 in the morning. And we really appreciate you guys. Of course, tomorrow is another cleanse day. So we're going to get back into cleansing, whether that's fasting or technology fast, detox. It's going to be a really fun day. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. It's the Holistic Freedom Secrets Podcast. I'm Coach Soul.
Coach Tenzi,
And we out
take
here.
good care, love. Peace.